Welcome back to Booze and Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and today we're gonna get dirty martini style. Let's get into it. It's great to have everyone back here today. You know what? We're making a martini, but not just any martini. We're making a dirty martini, and we're gonna make it dirty, filthy, sweaty. So dirty, in fact, I'm gonna have to reach over here and touch my swords because I can. And now that you feel awkward, which is okay, but swords are awesome, just so you know, we're gonna get into talking a little bit about the martini. Now, the original martini shows up around 1901 and it is an offshoot of the martinis. And it goes all the way back to Jerry Thomas. However, the dirty martini itself doesn't have an official creation date or an official creator. What I personally think is you had a bunch of people that were so fucking drunk that they were making drinks and they said, what the hell will this taste like when I splash some stuff in it? And you know what? If you stay to the end of the video, what I'll do is my interpretation of what one of those people might have sounded like. But let's get into actually making a dirty martini. So grab your mixing glass. And this is a stirred cocktail. We're not shaking it. We don't shake a martini unless your name is James Bond and you're making a Vesper martini. So the first thing that you are required to have is your gin of choice. Now, a nice floral gin or something good or dry. Here I'm going to use Spirit of York. It's a Canadian gin with a cork that just won't. It's a glass cork with a friggin' stopper for. Heck, it's all over my shirt now. But that's okay. Well, if I'm gonna smell good, right? We need 2.5 ounces of gin. That works out to 75 milliliters. And that just took way too long to do. The next thing you need is a little bit of vermouth. Now, I'm using a Dolan Dry Vermouth here, and not so hard to find. Or maybe it is. Ooh, it smells good. I was using a Martini vermouth, and interestingly enough, this is an offshoot of a wine, right? So it is made with wine, and it is a fortified wine. However, once you've opened the cap, it begins to oxidize, and that'll make any wine product taste nasty. So we need 1/2 ounce or 15 mils. The next thing that we need is a little bit of the brine of an olive. And you know what? Once I pop the top of this, and then I just, open this up a little bit. Oops. I'm using a different type of olives. Normally, you would use 1/2 ounce of this olive juice. But I am going to take 4 little olives that are stuffed with jalapenos. And we're going to muddle those in there. Because I want it hot and sweaty. That's what I want. Then you're gonna take your 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of olive juice brine. And what you wanna do is adjust the amount to your preferred taste because, you're the one drinking it. Now what we need is a little bit of ice. And we'll shake this for, I should shake, didn't I? What we're actually going to do is we are going to stir this in my mixing glass, for about 30 seconds. That looks like way too much ice, but that's okay. Take the end of your stirring stick. Yeah, run free! Oh yeah. Put this off to the side. Grab your martini glass. And you know what? I've been told that my martini glass should be cold. But how cold should it be? You know what? I think it should be this cold. And you know what? I think that is cold enough. What do you think? This is getting close to Canadian cold. Chilled, beautiful, gorgeous. And you know what? I should better stop talking and actually pour this drink before the glass thaws out. So what I'm gonna do, because I wanna keep the chunks of olives out of there because I wanna keep the drink looking pretty, I'm gonna double strain this. That looks nice. Looks really nice, doesn't it? Smells good, but we need to garnish it. Now, we are not going to garnish this with lemon. We need to garnish this with, of course, some olives, right? Stuffed with jalapenos. And there just happens to be a chunk of jalapeno here we're gonna add there because it just looks like it'll do. Never mind, I'll just eat this while I make my cocktail pin. And it appears that your olives are supposed to be beautifully big and luscious and whatever. Oh yeah, this had better be a good drink. It certainly looks pretty. It smells not bad, it's not overpowering with gin. It's very gin forward. I'm not sure if I like it. Let's try this again. That's better. A bit too much of the brine, to be honest, but it takes away some of that gin flavor. Oh, excuse me. Takes away some of that gin flavor. I'm not a fan of straight gin. I like vermouth, but I usually like it mixed with something. And you know what? It's not bad. Just a little bit too much of the brine, but I like brine. I like pickled stuff, and I love olives, so this is right up my alley. Now, that's pretty much my interpretation of what a drunk skunk would do when they're making a drink and they're just trying to add stuff. They're just gonna drop stuff in there for the sake of dropping stuff in there because you know why? You gotta try it and see how it tastes. Because you can't make it dirty if you don't do anything with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the ingredients and the method of how to make this down in the description down below. If this is your first time to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification. That way you'll be notified every time I put up a new video. And if you're interested in supporting our channel, please check us out at patreon.com/booze on the rocks because every little bit helps to bring this to you. You know what? Have a great day. Experiment with your dirty martini and make it as dirty and as filthy and as nasty as you like. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna reach over here and I'm gonna touch my sword because you know, it's just that dirty. Actually, shit, I nearly tripped over what I was. How dirty, you ask? We're gonna get sweaty, snarly, filthy dirty. So dirty that I'm gonna have to come over here and I'm gonna have to touch my sword. That's all right. Anyways, so the Dirty Martini doesn't actually have an invention date. In fact, there's nobody that says
get on with the intro.
I think that should just be the intro right there. What do you think?
You being inappropriate, me, shut the fuck up.